Hello and welcome to CS Code 101. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on Scratch. And Scratch is a program used to create much of anything. One such application of Scratch is to create a game, like I've created over here. It's called Catch the Ball. So some components of Scratch are sprites, and some sprites can be objects or, as here, paddle, and others can be backdrops, which all of which can be manipulated by scripts. And so when you start the game, it shows you the menu, which has the variables score and lives, which I'll explain later. And it shows catch the ball. It shows the ball right here, and here's a start button. And when you click the start button, it starts a game where you can hear sound as well. And you collect as many balls as you can, and your score when you die, your score is transmitted right here. And there's also a live system. When your lives reach 0, you obviously lose, and your score is displayed right over here. And you also have a death screen where it says try again, and when you click retry, it just brings you back to the start of the game. And everything resets when you click the start button, which is located the green flag right here, and the red octagon over here symbolizes the stop button. So let's start off with different code you can use in Scratch. One such code you can use is with sprites. And sprites are anything that can be used in Scratch that show pictorial representation, such as the start button. And there are different code blocks right here. Like for instance, when this sprite is clicked, broadcast message 1. A message would be any type of thing. Like when you receive a message, you would do different code, such as hiding the sprite itself so that it wouldn't show on the second backdrop. For instance, I have 4 backdrops right here, and I wouldn't want, let's say, the start button to be on this backdrop where the game actually is occurring. And so there are many different blocks that you can use in succession to manipulate and show and hide different sprites, such as the ball, which is a sprite itself, but we treat it like an object. So when it receives a message from the start button, it sets the lives of the variables, which the variables will be explained later, the variables of the ball to 3, and it moves it to a certain position. Where like when I start the game, it moves it to a random position when it is hit by the paddle. And as you can see, the positioning is random, and if it touches the bottom of the game, then you lose a life. And once you lose all 3 lives, it transmits to the final backdrop, which is the end screen, and you can click retry to restart the game. And as you can see here, there are forever loops, if loops, different blocks in succession to achieve a common goal of creating a game. And you don't necessarily have to make a game in Scratch, but as my counterparts will show you in later videos, you can make movies, or you can even make advanced games with timers and different sounds and music. And Scratch is really your playground without having to really fret over different things. It's an experimentation sandbox. You can do whatever you want with it. If something doesn't work, then you can test and see what does work, because I had made this with a couple of trial and error, and different things can be created with different blocks of code. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one thing, whereas one thing can be it's linear. It's just one thing has one function, whereas this, you can create 3 different things with 3 different functions, or 9 different functions. And as my counterparts will show in the next videos, you can make more and more and more and more, and pretty much unlimited things in Scratch. So Scratch is your playground at the end of the day.